back for some more West Coast Swing videos. And my name is Philippe de Barros, and welcome to my channel. And I'm here to give West Coast Swing tips and advice from this wonderful dance. And if you have any questions or comments, you're very welcome to comment below. You're welcome to subscribe to this channel, to like, and I'm always happy to hear from people if they need advice or got tips for future topics. We're looking at the foundations of West Coast Swing, and it's an introductory look. There's like tip of the iceberg type of stuff. We looked at the mechanics of West Coast Swing just from the perspective of lead and follower, where the follower was moving from A to B, and the leader was shaping that and leading that. We looked at the rolling count, just the very beginning again, just looking about rolling our feet. There's a lot more we can look at in terms of the music and counting as well. We also looked at the left side pass, our first pattern of West Coast Swing. And we're going to do the right side pass now, which is another passing pattern in West Coast Swing, where the follower is passing the leader's right side. This is a really nice pattern because it's quite dynamic. There's a lot of things you can do with it, and it's very similar in some ways to the left side pass. So here we go, let's break this down for you. Okay, so for the right side pass, we're going to think about, first of all, the basic shape of this right side pass. So leaders, you're going to offer your hand to your followers, your left hand to the follower's right, and we're just going to think about shaping it for the moment. So what I'm going to get you to do is just going to step out the slot and let the follower pass your right side and come down again. You can also try and copy my hand here, where I'm kind of thinking about looking at my watch as the follower passes through. And then I come back in the slot again. Followers, you're traveling down the slot. It's the same footwork as the left side pass. So I'm coming down like this, just think of the basic shape at the moment, not thinking about footwork. And again, I'm coming down, just like this. But now, of course, we're going to add some footwork to the equation. So now, leaders, your footwork now. And I like to say, don't get too bogged down on footwork, where the feet goes. It's just a guide. We're going to obviously focus on enjoying the dance as well, and it takes time in this progression when we start thinking about footwork and how we're going to add on to it and start to remember it. So enjoy the journey. So leaders, there's different ways of doing the right side pass. So what we're going to do, we're going to go backwards on one. I'm going to go backwards and a little bit diagonal, which is going to open up the slot for my follower. Remember, the slot was that track which the follower owns and travels down. So we have to get out the follower's way. On two, I'm going to step a little bit of forwards. Okay, I'm just going to do the foot for the moment. I'm not talking about the arms, but I will do the correct arm positions as well. Now I'm going to do our first triple step. So I'm going to triple, I'm thinking about doing like a little, going around the corner. So I'm going triple and then step. And then I'm going to go triple step. And this is our anchor step, which we've spoken about before, which is at 5 and 6. So we'll do it from this side now. So I'm going to go diagonally back on one. I'm going to go forwards on two a little bit. Now I'm going to go 3 and 4 up. You can keep the foot behind as well for your 3, which is a nice shape instead of being here. So let's do that. So we're going to go 3 and 4. I like to open that foot as I go. I don't do 4 here. I like to have a nice turned out foot there. And then we're going to do our 5 and 6 for our anchor step. One more time together. So we're going to go diagonally back on 1. Some people like to close their arm as they do that. I'm going to come forwards on 2. Always keep my feet turned out. Energy in those thighs, but don't worry too much for now. Then we do our 3 and 4 with that triple step, coming around the corner for triple step, keeping that foot turned out, the right foot. And then we're going to do our anchor on the spot for 5 and 6. And then we go back and settle. Followers, you've actually got the same footwork as in the left side pass. So that's awesome. So let's do that one there. So now if I was your follower, let's start on this side. I'm going to go forwards on 1 and 1. Forwards on and the 2. I'm starting to shape towards my partner. We can also mention about the free arm here. I like to have a bit of energy in that free arm. As you can see, instead of being here, a bit of energy, making a nice shape, opening up those shoulder blades. I'm going to do my first triple step. I'm going to step out towards where I'm going. I'm going to cross in front and then step to the side again. And now I'm going to do my anchor step, my 5 and 6 for 5 and 6. Again, we're going to go and a 1, forwards for 1, forwards on 2, starting to shape towards my partner. First triple step, going down the slot, but crossing in front for triple step. And then our anchor position for 5 and 6. One more time, we're going to go forwards on a 1, forwards on a 2, and then we're going to go for 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6. Might as well also mention a few other layers as well. For leaders and followers is the posture. So this is how I like to do it. I like to think about engaging those the lats that are on the back. The lats are these muscles here, latissimus dorsi. They run down the back, and I like to personally think about engaging them. So sliding them down and outwards a little bit. Personally, I like to do that. So that helps keep the shoulders down. Nice, that gives you have a good posture. That's one element in posture. There's a lot more elements to mention. And I also like to, I actually personally like just a little bit have the chest out, but everyone's has a different, everyone's body's different. It might not be good to go too far out. I just like to go slightly out as I'm engaging those lats. For me, that works for my body. And to make sure that I'm looking straight ahead, I'm not going to look down, tilting that head down. And again, I don't want to also look up. So I'm kind of looking straight ahead, relaxed as I'm doing that. So that was a look at our right side pass. So leaders, so some additional information now for you. So we're going to look at the arm now as well for the leaders. So as I'm doing my right side pass, I'm staying back on 1. I'm going to think about looking at my watch now, and I'm also thinking about keeping those fingers generally toward downwards, not going to the side but downwards, because the follower is going to have her hand in that. It's going to have their hand. Of course, could be a female or male following. Going to have their hand in there. Now I'm going to do my triple step, and it's just going to slowly come down, as you can see here. We're not forcing that turn like this. We're not going whoom, coming down and forcing it. We're just keeping it nice and smooth, coming down slowly. Also, I'm going to do it facing the camera directly. I like to do, as I do my right side pass, I go 1, on 2, I bring it across as well slightly, which is going to bring our follower to prepare themselves as well. Okay, and it's also going to help them know it's a right side pass, give them lots of advanced warning. Then we can do our 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6. Followers, a little trick for you as well. I'm going to give kudos to my good friend Doug Silton here. What you could try as well, followers, is going forwards on a 1 and a 2. You know, on 2, remember, you've come across now because you're keeping this frame. This arm is connected onto here. So if the leader moves this arm, again, it could be male or female leading. If the leader moves this arm, this is connected to your body. And so that all moves across. So on 2, you've now gone across with the lead from the leader. I also like to think about my thighs coming together. And you could also think about twisting them outwards as well, if that works for your body. And that comes from ballet. But anyway, we won't think too much about that. Now for 3 and 4, so I'm up here, I can actually think about bringing a hand almost like combing my hair, which adds a nice little feel to it as a follower. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6. It feels really nice actually as a follower. When I'm following, that feels really cool to do. So that's the right side pass, the little foundational look at that. And if you have any questions or comments, again, you're very welcome to write in the box below. And what I love about this dance is that there's so many layers to learn, so it's good. It's got a longevity, I guess is the word to say, because you've got to always learn some more. But this is a little start for our right side pass. And from there, lots of other patterns come from there, from our right side pass. Even the start of a whip. Some people, in terms of the footwork and so on, can help you obviously knowing that right side pass. So guys, have a fabulous day and keep dancing. Take care guys, bye bye.